Hey guys, 305 Digital and Plastic CD recording artist Strike here with you. Today I'm going to be showing you the Stanton SC System 3, and I'll be using that along with the Native Instruments Track to Scratch Pro, and I've got my handy Audio 8 interface here, and we're going to be showing you some really cool things that you can do with this. We're kind of mimicking a traditional DJ setup. As you can see here, I've got these three interfaces linked together magnetically, and kind of emulates, full vinyl control, which I'll show you in a little bit, full mixing control, and I can control everything from looping, effects, syncing, everything directly from here in a very small form factor. One other thing I'd like to point out is you can see here there's really not much wiring that I need to handle. On my MacBook Pro right here, I've only got 2 USB ports. Well, one great thing about this system is that it also acts, the centerpiece also acts as a 4-point hub. So I really can plug everything in here and go directly into the laptop really quite easily. Using the software, I can drag and drop a track into a selected deck. I can use a system of key commands. The System 3 here actually takes it a step further. These do ship, the SC System 3 ships with LE version of Track to Scratch, and what I'm able to do is go right into a browse mode, and depending on the deck, I can just find the track I want. As you can see here, I'm searching right now. Once I find the track I want, I can just hit where I want it to load on the selected deck, and I'm ready to go. If you look at the center section here, which is the 3M, we've got basically what looks to be a mixer, which is basically what it's emulating. I'm able to do everything I would do on a standard mixer, a standard analog mixer, right here in this section. So I've got everything from my up faders, right here. I've got my EQ control, low, mids, and highs for that specific channel. I've got my crossfader, of course. So now I'm fading over to my second deck. And of course, every DJ is going to need to cue him or herself. So I've got my cues right here. The SC System 3 really allows me to do even a lot more creatively using what they call a MultiTouch system. So right here on the 3M here, you've got your EQs. And as you can see my fingers right here, I'm on deck A. And what I'm able to do, I can even actually do it on deck B. I can now control all 3 bands, or 6 bands, 3 bands each, highs, lows, and mids, using this multi-touch sensor capability of the system. So as you can see here, I can get really creative, do some kind of like sweep, kind of almost filtering type effects using this multi-touch. Not only that, if I come down here on the fader, again, multi-touch on the crossfader, I can do some really cool transform effects. I can do it here on the crossfader. I can even do it here on the level up fader. Really cool application. And you can see I've got my track playing here. I've got full control over what I want to do. Hit play on the next deck, I'm already queued up. And I've got full vinyl or CD control with my hand here emulating. Got full control over the pitch. But not only that, I can also, using the sync button, hit sync, and this track coming in that I'm bringing in now can automatically match the tempo or the beats per minute of the track that's already playing. And that, you can get really creative with that. So like a traditional DJ system, I'm able to scratch here as well using the System 3. Same thing applies here. I've got full control of a virtual platter. As you can see here, the whole idea of pushing, pulling, and releasing applies here as well, with a couple of added benefits. Remember, we're using a touch-sensitive controller, so I'm able to do some really cool tricks. So as you can see here, using the touch-sensitive multi-touch, I can kind of do this kind of scratching technique, all the way even to doing something like a backspin. Really cool application. I've got full accessibility to looping functionality and effects functionality depending on what software you're using. In my case, I'm using Track to Scratch Pro or Torque, and the SC system makes it really easy to control. So right now, I'm in my loop mode. I just set a 1-bar loop. I can shorten it, extend it, and at the same time I'm doing that, I can go right into effects mode, and I've got control over whatever my effects are in the software. So I've got some delay, some gating, some reverb, and again, all multi-touch. So I'm able to get really creative, jump back to loop, shorten my loop, get really creative, boom. Now as a traveling and touring DJ, I'm always looking for anything that's going to make my life easier, from packing to setting up in the club, and the System 3 pretty much helps me to do that. I've got just a basic laptop bag here, and as you can see, this is how I travel with my system. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you here is that it's a very light form factor, very small, takes up not much space, which is great, especially if you're in a crowded booth, sets up really easily. As you can see here also, it's kind of flat on the top, no knobs or faders to break, so I feel confident when I'm traveling.